POTUS is there. Oh, there we go. We'll grab that. While we're waiting, POTUS is, if you have a second, we have Kevin and Amy POTUS who earned the incentive trip to Croatia. They had some adventures in Rome prior to, and then Paris right after. Can you give us just, how does it feel to have earned that trip and then been on that trip? It's their first ever trip, incentive trip with LifeVantage. So give us just a couple feelings. What, should people go for those things? Like just right off the cuff. Oh, Taylor is on. Okay, give us that, and then Taylor will be right there.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it was so amazing. So amazing. I just can't even believe it. And I'm actually just sad it's over. It is worth it to work so hard to earn it. And it's just such a blessing. You get so close with the people that are on the trip, and it is real, and you see all these wonderful people, and it just was so fun. And they treated us like royalty. It was absolutely amazing. Croatia was incredible. I encourage you to travel there sometime if you have the opportunity, because it was beyond amazing. So it's so worth it. I can't wait for them to announce where the next year's trip is, and for everybody to dig in, because wow is all I can say.
Yay, amazing. Kevin, let's hear.
Yeah, I think, it's an opportunity to interact with, a couple of hundred entrepreneurs that are focused on helping other people and building a business. And even while we're there, we had a lot of people pouring into us and giving us suggestions of how we continue to grow. And got to spend a lot of time with Bill and Leslie Powell and the Pose and Isa and Don and Mia and the Dipolds. It was just really a blast. And I think the one thing that we kept telling ourselves, as you come into any organization, you're kind of cautiously optimistic that things will be as you desire them to be. And I can tell you with firsthand, it has motivated us to strive for bigger and better goals. And the company is real. And I just couldn't imagine it would be this good, and it really is. So when we talk about belief and building belief in your team, this is really just another icing on the cake that told us that we're in the right place with the right people and the right company.
Oh, what a way. Yes, hearts and love, hearts and love. What a way to start the call. Thank you, Bill. Or I said Bill and Leslie. I'm looking at Leslie up in the corner. They were there as well. Thank you, Kevin and Amy. We could talk all night long about that trip, and congratulations to everybody that earned it. And it was actually the first time I got to meet our special guest speaker tonight, Mr. Taylor Warner. Taylor, you are there. You might have to unmute yourself, but everybody is so excited. We've been talking about this since we confirmed it with you, about you coming on, and we're just so grateful. So we're going to hop to Taylor, but again, congratulations. And you guys, like I said from the very beginning of the call, if you didn't hear me originally, we will encourage convention in person in Phoenix, Arizona until the day it gets started. Why? Because we love you. Why? Because events do change lives. It's not hype, it's connection, it's community, it's belief, it's realization, it's dreaming and realizing this is bigger than the products, than the business, than the opportunity. It's just so big. And if you didn't hear on Carrie Dickey's call this morning, our dear friends, the Lupshas, ran into a couple in Croatia from Israel. And the wife is a biologist and is studying NRF2 activation. We was talking to them all about it, and had no idea of protandim nerf2, which has, how many decades of research, et cetera, et cetera. So was very excited. So we've been saying for years, we are onto something bigger than we can imagine. And now is the time. And Taylor's really going to dig deep into some of that. And Taylor, we are just so grateful that you are here. It was amazing just getting to hug and do all those things. And actually, the gorgeous Amy Dippold reached out to me when she first heard that you were here with our company. She was the first one. And I'm like, what? So I reached out to Kristen, and your previous company, the leaders there had nothing but unbelievable, incredible things to say about you. So that speaks volumes, and we feel so honored and excited that you have come to join us at LifeVantage to, take us all to the next level, to build the belief, to help us with all of our goals and do all the things. So I'm just going to be real quick here and say your quick bio, and then you can pour into your heart. So Taylor Warren is originally from Utah and lives about 25 minutes south of the corporate offices in Springville, Utah. He's married to the love of his life, Meredith, for 5 years. Okay, listen to this. He has 3 daughters. By the way, he just had one, like literally days after he joined LifeVantage. Holland, listen to these names. Holland, 3, Navy, 16 months, and Tennessee, 1 month. Are those not the most beautiful names? He has an undergrad in exercise science and a master's in business management. Prior to LifeVantage, he spent the last 7 years at another network marketing company. Like I said, they raved about him, so we're so excited. In various capacities, but most recently, he was the director of U.S. sales. Outside spending time with his family, he enjoys playing basketball, golf, softball, pickleball, tennis, and any other sport. And he is just the sweetest darn thing ever. And I'm just so grateful for your communication and your willingness to be here with us tonight. So Taylor, welcome to the One Person Big Difference family. Let's give him a round of applause and a huge welcome. And tell us why you're excited about LifeVantage. Tell us what you're seeing, all the things. Tell us more about you if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. No, thank you so much. I'm just honestly stoked, excited, happy, emotional to be here. I think this is why I honestly feel like I have the best job in the world. It's because I get to interact with people, entrepreneurs, people who are changing lives, people who are empowering others. A word I've heard a lot since coming over is activate. You're activating yourselves. You're giving other people an opportunity to be activated. And so it's so much fun working and interacting with people who have big hearts, who have dreams, who have goals, and they aim to inspire other people, and they're looking to be inspired themselves. I love what was it, Amy and Kevin? I love what you guys talked about, the opportunity to interact at these events with, hundreds of other entrepreneurs and people who are business savvy and trying to just better themselves and their family and their standard of living. And so I really do love what I do. I'm grateful and blessed for the opportunity to have landed with a phenomenal company such as LifeVantage. It's a company that I was definitely attracted to, being already in the industry of direct sales and also the health and wellness industry. It's something that I was passionate about. Prior to me getting my master's, I was actually pre-PT. I was set on being a physical therapist. I had been accepted to Creighton in Omaha, Nebraska for my doctorate of physical therapy, and call it a change of heart, divine intervention, whatever you want to call it, but thought that I needed to do something else, and went back and got my master's. But, prior to that, I really loved getting to work with people on their health goals, getting to work with people on getting back to a place where they felt normal and confident. And so it's a phenomenal industry, and LifeVantage is positioned in a great place to succeed, especially with this release of liquid collagen. Have you guys loved that? That's been amazing. Sales are off the charts. I think I heard the other day speaking with Jeff, our VP in the US. He said we're at like 225% above forecast. And so you guys are absolutely killing it. Before I get too far into this, I want to thank you. Thank you for everything that you're doing to use these products first off. And then second, to share it with the people that you love, people that you know, and people that you're trying to serve. Thank you for sharing it with them. I love this industry because it truly is a partnership. We cannot do this without you. We are not successful as a company without hundreds and thousands of successful entrepreneurs like yourselves who are willing to open your mouths and talk to people and empower them and give them opportunities that they weren't even thinking about. And likewise, I think you lean on corporate to make sure that we have a great customer service team, that we're shipping products hopefully sooner than we have seen over the last month, and we'll continue to get better. But you rely on us for certain things as well, product innovation, and a number of other things. And so this truly is a great partnership. And in my role, I hope that we can continue to develop a relationship with each other where you can lean on us at the corporate office and you can trust us, and we can be transparent as well. I think that's a big part of my role, is trying to be transparent, and allowing you to see what we see so that you can be most successful as well. But I truly am grateful to be here. We have a wonderful team in the home office who loves to support you in all that we do. On my team, it's myself and Hannah Bonney. And so Hannah works specifically with our premier ranks. And then myself, I'll work more closely with our elite ranks. But honestly, one thing that attracted me about LifeVantage is we're all one big family, right? I don't care who you are, what rank or level you are, where you're from. If you reach out and you need help, we're going to be willing to help you, and we want to help you and make sure that you're successful. So that's just a little bit about our setup. And then obviously I report to Skylar Fobbs, who recently had a baby just several days ago. So he's going to be out of the office for a little bit, but it's been phenomenal getting to work with him and learning from him and Jeff and Kristen and the whole team. And so we're excited for what is to come. And a lot of great things are going to happen from our global convention next month. I know Michelle's already kind of pitched that. And if I could just piggyback on that, you guys, it's going to be amazing. I think the best thing about events is that they build belief. When you look at any event you've been to, you should walk away realizing that it's built belief in the products. You've been able to build belief in the company, and ideally built belief in yourself as well, that you've walked away feeling empowered, feeling that you can tackle whatever goals and challenges come your way. And I think the thing that's most exciting about these events is obviously we're going to have a killer and a stellar lineup of speakers, of presenters and trainings that are definitely going to be beneficial. But I think the most beneficial part of any of these events is always the side conversations that happen outside of these scheduled general sessions, right? And I think Kevin kind of touched on that a little bit, is the opportunity to interact with, chat, communicate, build relationships with other like-minded people, see what's working for them, see what's not working, what are some pain points, and how you guys can come together to better support and uplift one another. And that is key in all of these events. That's why we do in-person events. You know, these online virtual meetings are great for disseminating information, but when you show up to an in-person event, it's a lot of the stuff that happens outside of the actual general session itself where you get the most benefit, and it's the best thing that you can do for your business, in my opinion. I think those who attend events are more likely to rank advanced. They're more likely to be inspired. They're more likely to keep coming back and doing the key things that are going to allow them to be successful in their business. So if you have not purchased a ticket yet, it's not too late. We're not sold out. We'd love to see you in Phoenix. If anything, come for the great weather, right? October in Phoenix, it's going to be some good weather, right? We're still going to have some baseball maybe as well. If actually, I don't know. I don't think the Diamondbacks are doing too hot right now, so they might not be in the postseason, but come down for the great weather, if nothing else. But I promise you'll be inspired. You'll be uplifted, you'll build relationships, and you'll connect with people that you are meant to connect with. So we hope to see many of you there. Michelle, Sean, I mean, am I missing anything? Is there anything that you want me to touch on?
No, I think this is awesome. Just getting the team introduced to you, because obviously you are a new face to the company. And we really love our relationship that we have with the corporate staff. This is something that we do together. It doesn't work with just the distributors. It doesn't work with just corporate. It takes both of us working together to bless the people that we bless. So that was the big thing.
Yes, and if anybody has anything, put it in the chat there. But I would just specifically love to hear, Taylor, I mean, you've been in the profession for many years. You've heard about LifeVantage. And I know from going to different masterminds over the years, or even like 10 years ago, and people would come up to us and be like, oh, which company are you with? And we'd say LifeVantage, and they're like, huh, never heard of that. And they're like, so what is it? And then there'd be another year, and it'd be like, huh, interesting. And then there'd be a year, it'd be like, oh, I've heard of that. Is that pill, that yellow pill thing? And then the next year would be like, I'm taking that stuff. That stuff is legit, and then it's like more and more. And then we had, different leaders come over and whatnot. So I would love to hear, you were here and you came from another phenomenal company. What was it that really grabbed your attention here?
Yeah, great question. I think the opportunity for growth. I think as I, chatted with Skylar and Jeff and Kristen and some other members of the team, as I was kind of going through that interview processes, and as they were chatting with me about the future of LifeVantage, I was really excited. I got really excited and I wanted to be a part of it. And I knew that there's some great things coming down the pipeline that are going to be exciting. And it's going to be some change as well. I think there's two ways to look at it. And I think if you have the right mindset, if you have a growth mindset, change can be a great thing. I'm sure we're all familiar with the quote that if you continue to do the same thing, you're going to always get the same results, right? And so change is needed. It can be hard, it can be scary, it can be intimidating, but also it can be the best thing for you. Another great quote that I love is that there is no growth in the comfort zone, and there's no comfort in the growth zone. And so we have to be uncomfortable. We have to change. We have to be willing to adapt and do new things. And I saw LifeVantage as a company that is willing to do that. They're willing to change. They're willing to mix it up. Obviously, stability is good as well, but there are certain things that we can do to change, to make sure that we are staying top of mind when, we go to these masterminds and there's people there from all over. And as years and years go by, more and more people are going to be at those events going, yeah, you know what, I actually have heard of LifeVantage, or I'm taking some of their products, or, I know people who do LifeVantage. And so it's just making sure that we continue to innovate and that we're going to be top of mind whenever someone is thinking about health and wellness and what can I do to be activated, that LifeVantage comes top of mind. And so that was the main reason for me really considering LifeVantage, is I saw them as a company that's willing to change when change is needed and not be so stuck in traditional ways. And so there are some changes coming in the pipeline, and they're going to be excited. And change sometimes takes a little bit of time to get used to, but if you give it time, it will be the best thing that you can do. And so I'm just so excited to be here, and it's a phenomenal company, and I'm excited to meet many of you and hear of your stories and what makes you click and why you do what you do. That's really what gets me excited, is just working with you guys and hearing your stories, hearing your failures, hearing your successes, and doing what we can to make sure that we continue to all be elevated together.
Amazing. Shampoo, anything else? Anybody else got any other questions? Otherwise, we are just so grateful again. He's been a text away, you guys, from the moment that we were introduced to him, and I had to tell him, I'm like, okay, go be dad now with your little one. We'll talk to you later. So it's just really, really great. And we may or may not be working on something special to end out the month. So stay tuned to that. But I think we'll let Taylor go and get with his cute little family. Unless there's anything else from anybody here that's just burning to say or ask. Anybody? Shampoo?
I think we're good. Let him enjoy his evening.
Good deal. I have a softball game in an hour, so that's how I'm enjoying my evening tonight.
Perfect.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I would love to just put my email in the chat though, just if anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out. I'll also put my cell phone number, and so text me or call me if you need support, if you need help, if something's going on and you just feel like you're not getting the support that you need. Let me know. I really hope that I can be an advocate for you. And that's my goal. I want to be your corporate liaison, we could say. If anything's going on, if you need support, encouragement, uplifting, recognition for people on your team, I love doing recognition calls. And you guys are my eyes and ears. I mean, there's so many metrics for which we can call someone to recognize them. So if you feel like someone is deserving of recognition, please reach out. Let me know. I'd love to give them a call. Let them know that we see them, we recognize them. I think that's one of the hardest things in this industry is there are so many people, and sometimes we don't recognize the right people at the right time. And so you can be my eyes and ears and allow me to make sure that I am recognizing people for the right things and at the right time. And so please don't hesitate to reach out if you feel like someone's just killing it and deserves that corporate recognition. And I'd love to make sure that we see them.
That gave me chills, Taylor, because that's what life is about, right? Recognition, seeing people, making a difference, helping one another, lifting one another up, and just celebrating. That I know to everybody here that means a lot. And he's so right. I mean, everybody wants to know, and if they don't know, then they can't go out and do it, and they want to do it. So that's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, go stretch, warm up.
All right.
I know Shauna and Troy Loggy, well, Troy is a big softball player, and I know he is able to stretch a lot better now since being on collagen.
There we
his
go.
softball stuff. So I'm thinking, you know, you might be champions this year because of collagen and activation there, Mr. Taylor.
I sure hope so.
Well,
Good to see
thank you.
guys.
Again, thank you so much. And everybody stay on because we've got some special announcements for you. Okay, Taylor,
Thanks.
bless you.
Thank you, Taylor, so
Thank you
much.
so much. Aw. All right, Sean Poe.
Cool. All right, you guys. So shortly before we were leaving for Croatia, an email came out that really surprised me because I thought that we had more time, but we do not. Axio, the LTOs are ending at the end of this month, which means Orange is going away for a while. But the bigger thing to me is Lemonade Axio will no longer be available after September 30th.
And raspberry tea.
And raspberry tea. Lemonade's the big deal, though.
I know.
Know what's going to happen in 2 months from now. People are going to be calling us up and asking us if we have a stash, if we have some for a customer, if we have some for, you know, I remember at the tail end of prior to June, no, it came back out in May. So it's probably around April timeframe. Somebody reached out and they said, we have a customer of ours, autistic child. This is the only flavor that the kid will drink. And so they begged us to get them a couple bags of lemonade. So I'm telling you, stock up for yourself, stock up for some of your distributors, stock up for some of your customers, because we will, in a matter of a couple months, have people who are completely out that will be begging for it. So I already put in an order roughly 2 hours ago for 9 bags. And I guarantee you, Michelle will not let the month end without us stocking up with a lot more than 9 bags to get us through until it comes back out, maybe next May, maybe next June. We have no clue at all. But I just wanted to make sure everybody was very aware of that, because again, that caught me off guard at the beginning of the month, right before we left for Croatia. Otherwise, we would have put together a really big incentive around that. So we are looking, like Michelle said, to put something else together. We didn't get what we wanted to get done finalized as far as what the reward will be, but it will be based around the Healthy Glow stack. So just know that that would be a good thing to push. If you haven't seen what that is, it's got collagen, it's got the beauty serum, it's got a set of True Science skincare line, and it is all discounted an additional 10% for the rest of the month. And they are throwing in 2 tickets for the global convention that's coming up. The tickets are transferable. So if you've already bought your tickets, you could transfer the tickets that you get for this to any members on your team or new people that are just enrolling. You can transfer it. It is not transferable though to another event. So if you're thinking, oh, I already bought my ticket, but I'll just transfer it to the next EA or the next global, it is not transferable to that. So you can let somebody utilize it for this upcoming global event, but if you do not, then they will go away.
And let me tell you, getting this glow stack, I don't know if you saw through Telegram and Facebook today, the savings with the 2 tickets and then the 10% off, which first of all, Mama Po loves to save every penny that I ever can.
Figure out. So this is
I know,
important.
whenever this finger comes out, it's business. It's real business. Every penny matters. And we use every single one of those products. Sean knows how obsessed we are in the house with all of those products in that bulk, including our daughters. So not only are you saving 10% off, like that alone would be a huge sale in my eyes, that like Andrew do, but then giving those 2 tickets to convention. So as you're doing meetings and talking to people and customers and whatnot, that is an incredible way to promote having them join. We used to do that all the time in, different meetings of, you're going to get a Carrie Dickey CD, which now she's on audio. Back in the day, we had CDs. But now you can give a new person, if they don't do the elite pack, $179 gift times 2. It could be them and a spouse. And remember, when Sean and I joined, we had 2 weeks prior to convention that we went to the first ever convention. So this can go up to any second, you guys. Don't be like, oh, convention's a month away, I don't have enough time to have people join. Nikki Ilsing shared this with us. We joined and then 2 weeks later went to our first event. And that would have been amazing because I was like, I'm not going to go and do the business necessarily. And I just spent all this money on the pack and I don't need to spend it on the hotel and the room and all that. But then they, many of you have heard, it has 6 to 12 months off your learning curve. And that's what Carrie Williams shared with me. And, as Taylor said tonight, it's the side conversations. It's the side conversations that grabbed my soul. I saw everything on stage, but then I saw how real all the people were. And so having those available, use that as a gift to give to your customers, to your prospects. If you like, I don't know what's a good word. I never like the word prospects. People that you're just sharing with, right? So that is a huge, huge deal. $399 savings, you guys. So we have a Telegram group for collagen. If you are not aware of it, for the One Person Big Difference family. If you are not aware of it, have your team reach out to us, your profile update or anybody, and be added in there. So as you purchase your own glows kit, as you get a customer that does it, it could be anybody. It could be all of us here. It can be a new distributor. It can be a new customer. It can be a brand new customer or an existing, sorry. So as you do that, I want you to go in that collagen chat and say, number 1, healthy glow stack. Number 2, healthy glow stack. Number 3, whatever it is. And we're going to have that going in there. We're going to help each other and we're going to go through it. And I'm working on a beautiful prize for the top people that get the most through the end of the month. So let's get excited about that. We were working on it. Like Sean said, we didn't quite get it finalized, but we could have just thrown something out there, but we want it to be extra good. So we're not just going to throw something out there right now. Like, we want it to be extra, extra good. So give us a little grace on that. If you're not in that Telegram group, like I said, make sure that you get in there, reach out to your team or whatnot. Anything else? Anything else? Free promo, raspberry? Okay. Anything else? It's 8:00.
Just a reminder, you guys as well too, collagen, like Jordan said, it is well above 200% above expectations. And so the delays that have been out there, although we're getting a little bit more caught up from the delays from last month, there still is a lag time that's going to be expected through at least the end of the month into next month. They're going to get back more towards standard times. However, we don't want people running out of products. So it still is a good idea to be moving people up, because if they have collagen in their order, the entire order is not going to ship out until their, I guess, queue in the line for collagen is met. And so we don't want somebody going without NRF2 for 2 weeks or 10 days or 5 days. So I would do yourself and your customers a favor, your team members, get some of those orders pushed up. And then at the end of the month, this is a quarter end. So know that, you know, there's nothing we can do on October 1st to change something that should have been on September 30th. So make sure that you have all of your orders in for commission eligibility and going through your teams as well for that. If you have any questions on that, let us know. We're always happy to help. Double check, look at something, have corporate look at it to make sure that everything's done properly, to make sure that you're getting the commission checks that you should. So excited to see you guys once again. Happy to be home. NAD, I think, or NAD, yeah, NAD is saving us, I think, on the jet lag once again. So we're excited about that, but can't believe.
It's shocking. It is so shocking, you guys. Seriously, share with people if they're big travelers. NAD, we've experienced it when we went to Ireland, to other places, and we're experiencing it again. And years before we had this, we'd be knocked out. So it is legit. There's lots of science on it. Yes, and Axio as well. It's working for Amy as well. Yay. So we definitely want to get you guys going. But if there are any orders that are the 25th, it's the 19th right now, I would still keep moving them. And I've just been communicating with my people. Obviously, it's a bummer if anything is delayed, right? We all know that, but we've just got to keep the communication going and all of that, and reach out to us if you have any questions. We're here to help, to work directly with the LifeVantage leadership line, and just to keep rocking and rolling this stuff out. We are so blessed that we have products that work so incredibly well. And here goes my man, feeling 100% tonight. Just returned from Europe, took NAD this morning. Donna's feeling it too. All right. Love you guys so much. Let's have an incredible end of the month, and keep watching out for the promo that we're going to be putting out, and get into that Telegram group for collagen. Love you, Tanya. Look at Tanya, Shauna. Oh my gosh, that is the best. Woo, it's a champion. And Leslie. Oh, life is fun. All right. Can't wait to have all of you guys at convention. Have a great evening. We are here for you. Let's end this month strong and just have fun. Okay? Let's go out and make a difference. Love you. Good night, everybody.